Yeah, I think again, as bowlers, you bowl in tandem, you get wickets for each other. And I think with the variety and the way he bowls, sometimes if he bowled a beautiful spell and didn't take wickets, I suppose it gets wickets for the guys at the other end. But I think what he's achieved, 400 wickets, leading wicket taker of all time in England. He never seems to get any older. He looks exactly the same, and normally you pick up injuries as a bowler, and he just keeps going. A wonderful achievement what he's done. He could quite easily get 500. I feel that the way he's going, the way he's bowling, there's no stopping him. He never seems to get worse and worse. He seems to get better and better with age.
And you mentioned the artistry, the skill that sometimes we don't necessarily concentrate on in this country with the offerings that pace gives you. But we know, you may well have seen the masterclass that he's done for Sky. He's so knowledgeable about his art. How much how much time did you spend trying to just get that mastery right and thinking about every delivery and just those little moments with a variety and making sure that the batsman didn't necessarily know what you were going to do?
Yeah, a long time. It doesn't come naturally to you or straight away. You have to really work hard at it. There's a lot of video analysis, a lot of work goes into it, a lot of ups and downs. I think just working on your game constantly in the nets, not just turning up and thinking, oh, I'll have another net today, is really challenging yourself. And I think that's what he's done. He challenges himself every day, and that's why he's the best. That's why he's the best at his art, what he does. He's been brilliant. I think, again, it's not just about what you do on the field, it's the hard work that's put into that.
And of course, you were selected ahead of him for the World T20 side that went on to win the competition. I remember just vaguely at the time there being some sort of controversial selection with not having Jimmy in the side. I know T20 one-day cricket.
I think Michael Atherton was constantly banging on about that for some reason. I don't know where he's from anyway.
Yeah, that was my polite way of putting it. But of course, you went on to win the trophy and played a crucial role as well. What was that like, being in that team and that experience? Because at that time, T20 cricket wasn't necessarily as ubiquitous as it is now. So that victory was an extraordinary thing under Paul Collingwood.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. I think in 2009 we got beat against Holland badly. I think then we lost to West Indies at the Oval, and I think then 2020 was sort of not dying, but in this country it was sort of forgotten about. And then 2010, we were given no chance to go to that World Cup, but under Paul Collingwood, again, he just kept the game very simple. Wanted us to go out there and express ourselves, back to every one of the players, and sort of said, let's take it to the opposition. We are good players, and we can do something in this tournament. And I think after that, we never looked back. We absolutely hammered everybody. To beat the old enemy in the final as well is something very special. To be bowling, to be part of it, singing the national anthem there, lining up in front of the Barmy Army was something great. And yeah, to beat that, to be honest, I can't remember after that, for the next 3 or 4 nights. But yeah, what a wonderful, something that I'll always cherish and remember.
I always use that as an example of when there's a lot of angst about England's one-day cricket at the moment. It's saying, well, okay, it could be a systematic issue, it could be an issue that has built up over generations, but you're not very far away ever, if you're a bunch of good players, from making it click. And that tournament proves it. If you've got the right attitude and the right players, you can make things work. Do you think that about the one-day side at the moment?
Yeah, we have the players. We definitely have. I think why a lot of our players playing in the Big Bash, because we've got some good players. I just think, again, we need to have that team spirit, the camaraderie, and again, just go out and play with no fear. There's nothing wrong with losing. It's just the way you go out and play, and I just don't think we've quite hit the nail on the head yet with our one-day stuff. I think we just need to be more positive. Go out and take it to the opposition. And you look at New Zealand now, they might not have the greatest player or the best players in the world, but it's just the brand of cricket that they play. It's a no-fear brand of cricket, and I'd like to see England do that. I think we started that off with at Lords, the way we played. Ben Stokes, the way he played was amazing. I think we can do that. We have the players. You look at our T20 Blast, we've got some fantastic players playing in that.
And they're getting enough practice. The one-day series starts in, 10 days' time or so, and nothing will change apart from the kits. It'll be exactly the same.
Not. Yeah, it will. I'm sure they'll probably be the same team. That'll be just, swap over for colours and get out there and bish bash bosh.
Quite right. You can put that on the marketing campaign. Go out there and bish bash bosh. We started the conversation about talking about Headingley. We're going to cater for, no doubt, a lot of Yorkshire fans now and say county champions Yorkshire. There we go. Tick.
Yorkshire, Yorkshire.
Talk to me about what it was like being a part of the county championship winning side last year, because there are so many counties